is this moment that shocked the world.
We have all probably seen the slap heard across the worldwide internet. The discourse, both on and offline, has heavily surrounded Will Smith and Chris Rock.
Jada Pickett Smith, and of course that's who this joke was originally about, and about her hair. Put some context around this for us, about the frequency of these types of jokes, about the impact on Black women. Just talk us through sort of what this really all started about.
However, as NBC editorial director Michelle Garcia stated, there has been little to no discourse around the thoughts and feelings of the person who was insulted in the first place. Jada Pickett Smith.
Black women were at the intersection of race, gender, some of us class, homophobia, transphobia. So in order for, to make a joke, you're often, in some cases, punching down, and it's kind of easy to target people who are marginalized. And so obviously Jada Pickett Smith is a very famous actress and, a Hollywood figure, but in a broader sense, Black women tend to be the butt of these jokes because they are so easily marginalized.
Michelle makes an excellent point. Black women are constantly punched down on in comedy because we hold two marginalized identities, being a woman and being Black. And as Michelle stated, it's easy to target people who are marginalized, and that's absolutely correct. We not only see this kind of treatment in comedy, but in the workforce, where 49% of Black women in low-wage jobs have incomes twice below the poverty line. In the economy and in education, where Black women owe 22% more in student debt than white women. And in the criminal justice system, where Breonna Taylor and the many Black women like her will never see justice. And many of you might be thinking, well, yes, it was an ill-advised joke, but there are tons of those. What I'm pointing to is a pattern, a system of abuse and oppression targeted at and set upon Black women. And what might seem like a bad joke is a part of a long line of maltreatment Black women have to deal with. We cannot protect Black women without first realizing the position where Black women sit and how they are treated in society. We have to understand that every joke doesn't need to be told. We have to understand that Black women deserve to be treated with care, with gentleness, with respect, with dignity, and above all else, with humanity. Jada Pinkett Smith has been a vocal advocate on her struggles with alopecia and the toll it takes on her mental health, her prospects, and her self-esteem. This is a story that many people can relate to, but in particular, Black women who share in her struggle. Black women are disproportionately discriminated against when it comes to our natural hair. The research reports that across all studies, Black women with natural hairstyles were considered less professional and less competent, and received fewer recommendations for interviews when compared to Black women with straightened hair or white women with curly or straight hair. And I can only imagine that it's amplified when you have no hair. Now I want you to imagine the level of humiliation that you would feel being at a prestigious event and someone mocks you for something that you can't not only control, but for something you know you have been faced with discrimination for. And after it's all over, people still don't think about how you felt. That people are still missing out on an opportunity to highlight a pressing issue that you were humiliated for. And now I want you to think about that Black woman who has alopecia sitting at home wondering, will there ever be space for me? As you sit and ponder that, I also want to continue to highlight, amplify, and encourage you all to call your senators in support of the Crown Act. The Crown Act, which stands for Creating a Respectful and Open World for Natural Hair, is a law that prohibits race-based hair discrimination, which is the denial of employment and educational opportunities because of hair texture or protective styles, including braids, locks, twists, or bantu knots. This bill was passed in the House and will need to make it out of the Senate before hitting Biden's desk. The Crown Act has appeared in state legislators across the country, including California, where it was passed in 2019, and in West Virginia, where it's still being stalled. Passing the Crown Act would mean federal protection for Black hair in every state. If we're serious about protecting Black women, ensuring this bill passes would be a reasonable step in doing so.